Hi everybody, my name is Sarah Blizzard and I am a PA in Nashville, Tennessee. I have been a PA for a long time. I graduated from Quinnipiac in 2005 and I am currently a PRN PA in Nashville. I find myself suddenly not as needed. I also have been teaching yoga for over a year. It's something that I absolutely love to do, so I thought that I could help you all out, all my fellow PAs who are still grossing and doing all the things out there. So yeah, I'd like to provide you guys with eight stretches that you can do for your fingers, your wrists, and that will also help your forearms. I can create a separate video for our shoulders, our backs, and maybe even our hips. Yeah, because we have a lot of repetitive injuries, so I understand, I get it. So I think that the most important thing for me to tell you all is to listen to your own bodies. I did this series of stretches yesterday on my own as a test, and this morning I am honestly feeling a little sore. So I think that these stretches are really good to do a couple times a week. Yeah, and just listen to your body. If anything hurts, back off or stop. And you can take it to the extent that you like. Also, I'd like to mention that my Venmo name is at Sarah, S-A-R-A-H, hyphen Blizzard, B as in boy, Blizzard, at Sarah hyphen Blizzard. That's me, thanks. So let's get started. I like to start any sort of stretching, or even when I'm done grossing or when I'm taking a break, I like to get up and just like kind of take some movement. Just start with movement a little bit. Wiggle it out, kick a leg up, do whatever you want. Just take a moment here and move. And then what we're gonna do, and all of these stretches, by the way, can be done at the grossing bench, in the gross room, at a desk, at home, wherever you want. So what we're gonna do is we're all gonna stand tall. We're gonna release our shoulder blades down our back. Press the crown of your head towards the ceiling and start breathing. I think that breathing is probably the most important thing that we can do for our minds and our bodies. So just take a couple of deep breaths. And when you've finished with your second exhale, we're going to come to our first stretch. And this is what I like to call finger flicks. What you're going to do is you're going to extend your arms out to either side of you and make sure that your shoulders are in line with one another and you're not like overextending. Put a tiny bend in your elbows, and then you're going to literally flick your fingers, almost like that Spider-Man. You're sending webs out into the universe. And you want active fingers. Like you guys can see, I think, that my fingers are like, they're active. Finger flicks. And this is really like turning on our extensor muscles, the muscles that we use for so many things when grossing. We're gonna do 5 more of these. You can do them out in front of you if that feels good. If you're not used to this sort of thing, but your shoulder blades are already like, what am I doing? 1 more, and then shake it out a little bit. So you can do like 2 sets of 10. You could measure it by breath if you want to take like 10 deep breaths while doing that. Just don't overdo it. That one's really good to do after a lymph node search. Our second exercise is called finger tracing. This is another really good one after an exhaustive lymph node search. So you're going to take your hands and you're literally going to use your thumb and trace each of your fingers up and down. And make sure that your other fingers are still active during this, so they're not like meh, like claws. Yeah. So you're just going to trace up and down. And you can breathe. You can synchronize your breath if you want to too. And then move to your next one. And you're going to feel this. You're going to feel this in your forearms, And then you can do it again. Do this a couple times, back and forth. Shake that out. Third exercise is what we call figure eights, or you can call it the infinity symbol if you want. So bring your elbows to near touching, and then just start to kind of rotate your wrist all around. And you might start to hear some wrist cracking. Yesterday when I did this, I was like, whew, my wrists, man. So just circle and make sure you're going in all directions. You can even like switch your thumb grip and put like the funny thumb on top. That might bring a new experience. And just, yeah, just let your wrists open. Just do this for as long as you want, maybe like 5 breaths. That's cool. Shake it out. Exercise number 4. Okay, so this is a really good one to do on your bench, and I'm going to demonstrate with a dresser since I'm at home and I don't have a grossing bench at home. Hoping that you all can see this. Yep, perfect. So you want to put your grossing bench to the level of your hips, or even just a little bit lower. And then what you're going to do is you're going to place your palms so that all 10 fingers point towards your cutting board on the edge of your bench, yeah? And then press through your wrists. This is and press through your wrists, and also make sure you're standing close enough to your bench that you're going to get some of your weight here too. You can even lean forward a little bit to increase the sensation. This is going to help with all of those little biopsies, those little ditzels, you know, pouring, filtering, all of that. And then when you're ready, bring your hands so that all 10 fingers are facing one another. Again, stand close enough or as far away enough as you like. I think y'all can see me, yeah. And then the same thing, we're gonna lean to the left, pressing firmly through our palms, lean to the right. And you can do that as many times as you want. Don't lock out your knees either. Make sure you're bending your knees a little bit. And then the last one in this set that I wanted to show you, the last one of this exercise that I want to show you is the reverse wrist stretch. Reverse wrist stretch. And this is the most intense one. So you're going to rotate your wrist so that all 10 fingers are pointing towards you. And you can stay here. This might be enough for you. For a lot of people, I have a lot of wrist mobility. Or you can slowly start to lean backwards and forwards, adding more sensation to this. Yeah, you're gonna feel this in your extensor muscles, definitely. And then shake it out, yeah. Number 5 is what we call finger flossing. I'm gonna put you guys back up here so you can see me again. Finger flossing. So you can start by extending one arm out in front of you, palm down, and make sure that your arm is not too high up. Palm down. Put a little bend in your elbow, and then you're going to, you're going to pull each finger away from you with your left hand, with your opposite hand. So spread your fingers wide when you do this, and then slowly start to bend each finger up, one at a time. Breathe. Yeah, finger flossing. And then we're going to do it the other way. So press your palm up. Make sure all the fingers are active using your opposite hand. You're going to pull your fingers, each one individually, back towards your face. Yeah. And you should feel this right now in all of like your nerves, tendons. Make sure that all of your fingers are still remaining active and they're not like flopping down. And you can use one finger to pull back. If you use the whole hand, it's a little bit more intense. You can just do it for like 2 seconds for each finger and then switch sides for the purposes of this video and the length of the video. I'm not going to do the opposite side, but make sure you do both sides. It's very important. Okay, next is the basket grip. This is number 6. So go ahead and interlace all 10 fingers together and then press all 10 fingers away from you. And at the same time, press your shoulder blades towards the back of the room. Yeah. Yeah. Press. This is also going to help your shoulders a little bit, keeping your shoulder blades pressed back. Just getting a nice extension through our fingers. And then flip your grip. So press again away from you. I feel this on my, let's see, what side of my arm is that? On my ulnar side, on the muscles over there. And then at the same time, remember, so press forward with your hands, but also release your shoulder blades towards the back of the room. Cool? Breathe. And then release and shake it out. Number 7 is what we call our wrist fist rolls. Lots of alliterative words here. All right, so same thing. Relax your shoulder blades down your back. Press your hands out in front of you with your fists, and you can put your thumb out. You can put your thumb in. Inside will be a little bit more intense. And then you're literally just gonna roll your wrists. Just roll them. And this is another really good one for after you've been opening all the teeny tiny GI biopsies all day long. And you can just take as many circles as you want. Maybe again here for 5 breaths, up to you. And you can try it both ways, like I said, with the thumbs out or in. It's just a little bit of a different sensation, honestly. And then release. And then the last exercise I have for you all is I call this the finger bud twists. Bud like a flower bud. So you're gonna make a little flower bud with your fingers. And you're going to extend your arms out again on either side of you. Yep. And then what you're gonna do is you're literally gonna move your finger buds, these buds that you've created, back and forth, these little twists, using the rotation of your forearm. And try, I'm gonna adjust this, try to see if you can do this without moving your shoulder blades as much. So you wanna try and isolate that like from here to here. I mean, I think it's nearly impossible to completely isolate the shoulder blade movement, but yeah, just keep the bud going. Twist. You can try like twisting opposite directions if your brain allows you to do that. I don't know if mine does. Yeah, but just try that. And again, extensor muscles, all of those carpal tunnel things. This is a really good one for that. And then release. And then shake it out. Do whatever you want to do. Go about your day. You can do these any time of the day. I think I would recommend doing them after you've warmed up. In other words, after you've grossed like the 5th colon cancer of the day and gone through all the lymph nodes, as opposed to just like shocking your body and your muscles cold with these. But yeah, so I'm Sarah Blizzard, PA, registered yoga teacher. Feel free to message me with any questions you might have. I'll be doing another one of these if you all enjoy this video. Okay? Thanks. Bye.